Good morning. Welcome to the Saturday morning market in downtown St. Pete. I'm Chef Tim Nicholson with the Menu Spring. We're out here for the Taste Card program, which is every Saturday. It starts at 11 o'clock. If you'd like to come out a little bit earlier and see the food in preparation, we encourage that as well. If you need more information about the program, you can go to SaturdayMorningMarket.com, where you'll find information about the program, the times, dates, and the location. Thank you very much.
Students here are making a dish from my book. It's called sauteed radishes with sugar snap peas and dill. That's what it's called in the book, but we're have a substitution of green beans for the sugar snap peas because the peas aren't quite in yet. So this is kind of a fun recipe because a lot of people don't think about cooking radishes. You know, we just kind of think of them as something to eat raw, which they're great that way. But radishes kind of change character when they're cooked. So they can be sauteed or grilled or braised. They go really well with like lamb or pork or salmon, actually. And so here we've got, he's slicing up some Asian radishes. They're a little bit...
Wow, those are large.
Yeah, so it's not your typical small radish. It's kind of more like a daikon type radish. And the secret with this is just to kind of cook them fairly lightly. So as you can see, it's using radishes. They're being sauteed in like butter, olive oil, and some shallots. So shallots are a member of the onion family. I really highly recommend them if you don't already use them. And then obviously we're substituting the green beans for the peas because that's what's in season. But really what's important is just to use kind of whatever is fresh and good in the season. And eventually they're going to finish it with orange juice and dill seed and some fresh dill. So it's really a very simple recipe, but it's just kind of using about whatever is fresh and good at the market this time of the year. Very simple.
You recommend serving this with lamb?
Lamb or pork or salmon. Yeah. So.
It'd be good with the orange juice on it.
Yeah, because the orange juice has just a little bit of acid to it, and that just kind of, with the sweetness, normally if you make it with peas, then it would have a little bit of sweetness, but it's just a little extra to bring up the flavor. So just to tell you a little bit about my book, so I wrote it for people who subscribe to community-supported agriculture farms. That's what CSA stands for. So most of you would know you get a box of produce at the beginning. You know, you'd pay a farm at the beginning of the year and you get a box of produce every week. And a lot of people wonder, once they get their boxes, they start to wonder like what's in their boxes and how do they make it. And a big problem is that you get kind of in a rut, you know, with certain vegetables because you've always eaten them a certain way. And so this book is really kind of that missing link between, you know, wanting to do something good at the market and help farmers and then just not quite sure what to do in the kitchen. If you grow radishes, one thing that a lot of people don't know is that the plants, when they start to bolt and go to seed, they produce these little seed pods that are actually really delicious themselves. So you grow it for the seed pods, and these little pods are really tender when they're young. They're really tender and they're crunchy, and they have just a nice crisp peppery bite, just like the regular radish. And in fact, there's a type of radish in India that is grown just for its pods. They sometimes get about 8 inches to a foot long. So another fun thing is there's actually a holiday. There's a festival in Oaxaca, Mexico, that it's called Night of the Radishes, and it's where they carve radishes into all these different scenes, or sometimes depictions of saints or conquistadors, and these are using those huge radishes. Yeah, they're actually really huge ones, like about that big. And you know, just look up Night of the Radishes on Google, and you'll see like all these really intricately carved sculptures here. It's quite remarkable. So.
That's what goes with your pumpkin, right?
So yeah.
They're adding the radishes. They're adding the radishes at this point.
Right. So yeah. So adding the radishes, kind of stirring things up a bit. You see how nicely brown the shallots are getting to be, not burnt. Sometimes a tricky thing, not burn the shallots. So.
It's a nice color.
Yeah, it's a beautiful dish actually. And the beans are getting to be just the right color, just kind of that nice crispness.
But I used to get daikon radish from my CSA and I didn't know what to do with them.
Right, yeah. Daikons are, you can add them to slaw, you can pickle them. Another interesting thing is you can, this is something that's actually good with peas too. So you have like sugar snap peas, you can blanch them and then stuff them with a mixture of cream cheese, finely shredded radish, could be any kind of radish, and green garlic. And that makes a kind of a fun hors d'oeuvre, kind of an unusual one, but taking advantage of the things in the season. So, but daikons, you know, you can do like a refrigerator pickle with them. And you can also just cook them. You can just cook them, like grill them or braise them. Again, they go really well with like roast meat, so pork or lamb. So, and the cooking kind of mellows them out a bit. So that's just some ideas. So. So just continuing the steaming here. Oh, it's looking really good. Probably for the best way is to kind of cook them until they're a little bit translucent. The radishes get a little translucent. Yeah, it's a form of Asian radish. Yeah, I'm not sure they're specifically daikons, but yeah, they're one of the bigger ones. Yes. But you can make this from any kind of radish.
French radishes.
Right. So we're just waiting for them to finish cooking here. Yeah. Okay. That was looking really good. Just adding the orange juice. Yeah, just adding the orange juice here to kind of finish it out. It gives a little bit of a kind of a sour, sweet tang to it. And then combining it. You can see the how colorful the dish is. This really looks appetizing. And then adding the dill seed. And then later on the dish will be finished with a little sprinkling of chopped fresh dill. So if you're new to this, we're just demoing a dish, sauteed radishes. This time it's with green beans rather than peas, but with dill and orange juice.
Yeah, it's getting brown now.
Yeah. There, just adding a little bit of sea salt here. And the color is just gorgeous on those radishes. A little bit of pepper.
Is it daikon?
Sorry, I got a little bit of bronchitis here, so. Yeah, it's basically an Asian radish, kind of similar to daikon. I use 2 different varieties, but you can make this dish with any kind of radish. Yes, go ahead. Help yourself. It's always good to taste and correct the seasoning at the end here.
Yeah, one more, please. Thank you. Oh, one more.
Would you like one too? Okay. Oh, one more. All right, thank you. This is a recipe from my cookbook, which I'm signing and selling at the booth back there. So, and looks like one more final stir through.
Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you for joining us at the Saturday Morning Market Taste Cart program. I'm Chef Tim Nicholson. We'll see you next week. Thank you.